If running your e-commerce brand feels like this lately, you are not alone. And today I want to talk about what you can do if you're behind with your growth plans, your ads are not converting, shit is hitting the fan, and you feel like a broke and want to make money again. Then this video is really for you, and I will talk today about what I think is the most overlooked issue in our e-commerce world, and one root cause that probably solves that your ads are not converting, your offers are not converting, and you're just not making any money online. And I would like to go through this. Now, this is a small whiteboard session, but a bit different today because we will go through each of these steps to actually understand what is going on, why are things not working at this time, and what you can do against that today to walk away with a clear plan on how to fucking get the shit out of the shitty situation and make money again. Now, if it feels like this, you're really not alone. 2024 has been a tough year for a lot of brands. It is every year the same thing, and I often see this. So 2021 to 2022, brands stop working. 2022 to 2023, brands stop working. It's the same thing this year, and you just need to adapt and need to do things differently. The times of stupid money, COVID boom, everything like that, they are simply over. You need to eat what you kill. And this is a video for this. So let's just hop right in. Now, the reason why things are not really working is that you're probably one of these NPCs right here. The thing is that it is just tricky to make something work when you do the things that others do. And especially in today's world where we have all of these Twitter gurus, LinkedIn gurus, and we have these tools like Foreplay, everything like that. We all know the top brands that we like to swipe inspiration from. And we just like to gather these and have a good plan. And we feel like we're really set up for success, but things are not working. Your new creative tests are not working. New landing pages don't have an impact. It just doesn't feel right. And the reason why it's not working is actually that too many people are like this. They feel they are good, they feel they do everything right, they listen to the right people, they test every new trick that they get, they use ChatGPT to customer research, and their output and everything gets much, much bigger. But even though, despite all of that, their things are not working. And now this is one common misconception about this. You might be thinking you're this guy, but you're actually that guy, because you're doing what everybody else is doing. And now, the reason why I put up this picture is that actually Charlie Munger is one of my personal heroes, and this was one of their Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meetings, which I love to watch. And Warren was asking Charlie, why do you think so many are just struggling or just not seeing the obvious thing? And Charlie Munger responded, Warren, if people wouldn't be so often wrong, we wouldn't be so rich. So if you want to do the things that the 1% are doing, you need to do things that the 99% are not doing. And this is actually the gist of this. Now here we have Rick Rubin with Kanye West in the studio. And what Rick Rubin said to Kanye West is something that I will always remember, and this is actually something that dictates all the work we do at our agency and everything we do for our clients. And he basically said to Kanye West, if it can be on another record, it can't be on your record. And that is exactly the problem. People these days, they see something online, they see all of these structures for their creatives, they see all of these offers, their Shopify templates, landing pages, everything like that. Now what do? They copy it. They do mediocre stuff. Same with ChatGPT. They type into ChatGPT, hey, do a customer persona on my skincare product. Do this and that. And then they whip up some ads and they have 3 reasons why everybody loves X skincare product. And in full honesty, this is just shit. It can't convert because it's just what everybody else does. And you're not relevant. This is the reason why you see cost per clicks that are higher than $2-3. This is why you see high CPMs. This is why your ads are not converting. After all, This is a competition. Like, you're not just sending your ads out and you're making money back, you're actually competing against other ads in the ad ecosystems, and you need to be better. You need to provide a better customer experience. You need to come up with a better offer, which means you can't do what everyone else is doing. So the mental model that you need to apply for yourself is, if it can be on another brand, it can't be on mine. Like, if the offer or the product, everything around feels like everybody else in the market, like your serum for skincare and no wrinkles, and it doesn't have like anything unique about it, it won't work. Same with the ads. If your ads feel the same thing, and if you could just change out like the product name in the script, then you can't run this ad. It will not convert. It is just easy as that. So what should you do? First of all, you just need to put in 10% more effort into everything you do. And this is actually one thing I told my team, and I often tell it like over and over and over again, is when they deliver something to me, they need to spend the last like couple of minutes before they deliver something to me to really check, and from a high level view, think about the obvious things to make sure it is really like defined and relevant and perfected as much as we can. So when they write a script, they spend 10% more of their time to actually go through, think about, have I nailed like the real customer persona? Have I used the right words? Can I cut something out? And everything like that. Because actually, the first draft that you do, and where most people stop, is actually the worst thing. Like David Ogilvy said this. He never in his life ever sent a sales letter or an ad that he wrote on the same day. He wrote it, a rough draft, and the next day he looked over it, refined it, and it got great. And the difference between like good and great, mediocre and really exceptional, is huge. But you need to get there. And this all sounds like very, you need to put in a lot of effort. It feels like tiring, exhausting. But if you want to make it work, if you want to scale like to millions a month, then you need to do stuff like that. You need to do things that are not done by other people. And often it's not really that difficult. It's often about just doing your homework. Now let's move on with this and get to like more concrete examples so you actually know what to do, because me telling you to be better is a very hard thing to do. Now, this is actually an excerpt that I really liked and learned a lot from. And this is like a private kind of interview between a guy called Philip Marek and Peter Kell. Peter Kell is like this VSL god, and these were some of like people that joined his VSL masterclass. And it was a really interesting interview because these two guys, they scaled to like 6 million a month in monthly sales and were just crushing. And the main like learning you get out of that is become relevant. Be the best at what you do for your audience. Like this guy said right here, Marek, I really like this guy. He's not too public, to be honest, and I don't know him personally, but I really like the way what he talks about and how he thinks about things. And what he said is that we just made it work because I know so much about my audience. Like, he read all of these books on like these conditions with your knees and your backs and everything like that. And he knows that his audience is waking up at 1 a.m. sweating that with their feet hurting and they can't sleep. He knows things like that. And they tweak their product, they make it better. They adjust their ads. They have like one main VSL, like video sales letter, that they tweaked and tweaked and tweaked, and it's just crushing. And this is like really what you need to do. So the main action step you need to take is actually like shut off everything left and right, shut off all of the noise, and really focus on the signals with your audience. Become better in your own space. Don't like take all of these hooks and angles that you see and these structures and just fill in stuff. Learn about your audience, go into reviews, go into like forums, even like talk to your customers, send service out, everything like that, to make sure you understand them in the best possible way. And once you get more relevant, you've done this 10% more that nobody else is doing because they're just lazy and mediocre people, you will be seeing better results. There is no way. Now let me share you another example right here. Now this was one script about like some sort of like jaw chiseling gum or something like that. and we had this writer, and like I work with 3 really great recruiters, and I'm like always hiring, and I'm always trying out new people, new writers. When I see talent and want to work with people, I give them a shot. And the issue is that really like 95% of the people I get, and these are like good people, these are the people I consider really taking on, they're just not good. And you need to think about that. Like if you run through 20 agencies and 19 don't work, that is actually the reality. Like it is, you need to be exceptional at what you do. And that's why it's much better to establish your product market fit on your own and then get people like agencies or freelancers to accelerate your growth, and they're great at what they do. But having the understanding of your customer and really making things work is sometimes difficult, because people like to just use these great, they like to look at thumbs up rates, they like to look at like great kind of frameworks and everything like that, which is good, but they miss the obvious thing. They don't understand the customer. So for example, in this ad right here, it was about this jaw chiseling gum. And then in the first half, the script was talking about like it sticks to sidewalks, which is not good, and it is in the environment for decades. Like regular gum is like sticking to sidewalks and environment for decades. Like who gives a fuck? The audience couldn't care less. It is not a good ad, and this is the issue. Become relevant. You need to find what is working. Now on the other extreme, we recently onboarded this brand. We shot like new content pieces, 0. No new content pieces, only repurposed. And their CPA was like around 100-ish, which was very high for them. So we came in and we did like proper research. We went in, we really understood what is going on. And again, like nothing has changed for this brand. They didn't change the product. They didn't change like they shot like 0 new content pieces. The only thing changed are like the AI voiceover and the captions on top of this video. And you see the results right here. The CPA dropped to like up to down to like $42. And this was just the first couple of days of running this. But then I thought, okay, well, that is cool, but let's see if it's sustainable. And yes, it was sustainable. And it even dropped to like $26 or so. And now you see how this one tweak of messaging, which often it doesn't really take time, like it takes so much more time to be mediocre over like a couple of months and suck and hate your life than to just sit down, do proper research, make like this plan, think about what is going on with my audience, how can I reach them in the best possible way, better than anyone else, talk to a couple of customers, understand what they're really after, what they're trying to solve, what keeps them awake at night, and then craft ads. And you see right here, we have like 5 gym days a week, but your forearm's still looking like twigs. Personal direct call out. Bro, do you even lift? Second one, which also crushed. Another one was like build a superhuman grip in 2 minutes a day. And we went into the explanation. We even showed like the hands with all of the muscles, and we talked about the muscles and educated people and left them better with what they came. And they just crushed because they nailed the audience. And it relived basically the cold audiences of this brand. They weren't able to like run Facebook ads anymore. It wasn't possible, and they tried so many things. Now you do something like that and you properly go in that and you unlock new audiences, it could change the entire trajectory of your business. And this is why it's so important. So if you want to become like rich, sexy, checked, and the ecom king like this guy right here, do just one thing and always keep this in mind. This is the main takeaway. If it can be on another record, it can't be on yours. If you're writing scripts right now where you could change the product name or the company name and it would still be something the other brand could run, you shouldn't run this. Same thing with everything else. Find your unique mechanisms. Great video that I did a couple of days ago or weeks ago on this channel as well. How to make things unique, how to make them outstanding, how to make them relevant. And if you just follow this like this one mental model and you live like your way by that and you actually go 10% more and you start to eat what you kill, yeah, you will succeed. You will be so much better, and times get tougher, yes, but you will be able to soar and scale. So don't give up. Times are tough sometimes, but sometimes God is just giving you weight so you come out stronger and absolutely crush, and you will be rich and sexy on the other side. So keep on going. If you have any questions, please drop them down below in the comments. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.